Welcome back, Garage Heads. All you subscribers might remember this 1987 Toyota 4x4 I bought last year. The seller said it ran great, but was going to need a head gasket soon. I never heard it run because it was already missing some parts under the hood. Today, I'm going to put it back together and start it up for the first time. I'm down in the basement, aka my Yoda parts warehouse. I've got a couple radiators here. This one will do. I've got a 22RE intake tube here. I'm going to need a fan. Let's see. This one feels good. So does this one. I'll take it. Let's see. A fan shroud. Crap. I gotta remove all this. Alright. What else now? Hoses. Here's a battery from the rusty 86 that I parted out. And that should do it. Oh, and some hardware for my bucket of Yoda bolts. I mean, don't we all have one of these? First, I'm going to blow these out since they've been sitting open for a while. I got some bolts for the radiator. This isn't my nicest radiator, but I'm just throwing it in to see if this engine even runs. I found these to bolt on the fan, but they're not the correct ones. You know what? On second thought, I'm not even going to put the fan on for right now. If this truck even runs, it's only going to be for a minute in my garage. And it's kind of a pain to reach the 4 nuts with a crescent, so I'll wait till I have the right nuts to put on the fan. Getting the radiator bolted in here. There's some unplugged connectors hanging out here. Looks like a fuel injector, TPS, and a couple other sensors down here. I bought this upper hose for my 85 with a 22R, but it looks like it can work here. Trimming it down to fit, and it should be good. There's a little corrosion built up here on the neck of the thermostat housing. You want to keep it clean for a good seal on the hose. I just noticed this BVSV sensor is busted off. It lets the throttle body suck fumes from the canister at operating temps. Unfortunately, they're like $50, so I'll worry about that later if the engine's any good. Well, that's not going to work. The hose is in the way of the intake. I took this old nasty hose from the Frankenstein 22RE out of the 86 over there. Oil looks good, got no water. This truck has sat for a couple of years now, and over time, with the temperature changes here, condensation could get inside the motor, but not this time. Here's the plug from the coil. I'll hook this guy up for some spark. Hey, kitty. I know I should use coolant instead of straight water. Right now, I'm only going to use water because I don't even know if this engine runs. And also, I don't know that this radiator doesn't leak. So I'd rather find out with water than coolant. And look at that. Looks like it's coming from this edge somewhere. It could be from some water that I spilled over. The hose is tight and I can't tell exactly where it's dripping from. So I've topped it off. I'll put the battery in and go eat some lunch, and then I'll see if it's still at the same level after that. Alright, back in the garage, and the level hasn't dropped and the dripping stopped, so I don't have any leaks. It was just the water I spilled on the radiator when I filled it up. Okay, I looked everything over and it seems good to go. The seller said that this engine has an Engnbldr Street RV head, which has larger valves than stock, so I really hope this engine is good. The seller seemed like an honest guy, so let's find out. Whoa, this is the first time I've had a battery in this pickup, and I've never had a loaded pickup with power doors before. Check out these safety lights. So I'm so excited to finally own a Toyota with a tachometer. None of my other 5 trucks had one, or was it 6 trucks? Same goes for the factory altimeter. I did retrofit one from a TRD Tercel into my 85, but this has the real deal. Ah, that Toyota buzz. Alright. Well, let's go take another look under the hood. So, another look in the bay, and I found this plug hiding up in the corner. I'd say I wasn't getting any spark. Let's try this again. Oh, it fired right up. No check engine light. So far, so good. Real quick, I've never owned a Yoda with power options. I gotta try these out. Nice. I could easily forget about having crank windows. Power locks too. Sounds like a 22RE, typical valve noise for one of these engines. I could try adjusting the valve latch. It's burning something off of the header here. I haven't uploaded a video of this truck since I first brought it home last year. I'll put a link to that walk around in the description. The engine sounds a lot better than the 22R in my 85. This thing sounds amazing. Maybe the header helps. It does still have the cat. You know, I wrote off the idea of swapping the engine and wiring into my 85. But now I'm definitely reconsidering after hearing it run. The temperature gauge is acting up, or maybe it's just a sensor. So what do you guys think? Does this thing sound healthy or what? And I wonder how much of that is thanks to the engine builder head. Well, it's been a good afternoon. I took a chance on buying this one without hearing it run, and it worked out. Before I do any wrenching on this guy, I'm going to part out my lifted 2-wheel drive 87 because the frame is wasted on that one, and I need to free up some space before I take anything else apart. So slap that subscribe button to see this truck, as well as others in future videos, along with all the other projects I've got going on around here. Thanks for watching. Crap.